Babe, this is it.
Really?
This is it.
Are you sure?
This is it.
So no more towing now.
No
This
more
is what we're
towing.
doing now.
Yes.
We're doing a camper van, and not just any camper van. This is a concrete Oasis by Sandy Vans. We're actually at their plant right now to tour and potentially put down a deposit on one of their vans. So yeah, this is it, guys. If you are done towing, if you're done getting the big rigs, this is the next best thing. Look, the kids are in the front seat. Look, he's gonna be our driver. Look, baby, look here. We have our designated drivers here. Do you have your driver's license, dude? Don't answer that. I can't give you mine. We do kind of look alike, right? A little bit. That is my son, though. I promise you. So let's go ahead and jump into this video because this is one of the best when it comes down to floor plan. And just a little bit of background. We're thinking about in the future, what are we doing? We've already traveled and seen most of the great United States.
Yes.
Now
it's beautiful.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
But there's a whole world out there.
There's a whole world, so we're potentially thinking about taking this overseas and using it, living in it, and see, who knows, maybe we can live overseas for a little bit. So yeah, where do you want to start at? Because there's just so much detail, there's so much about this rig that there's just so much in this little package, but it feels like a home.
Yeah.
And I would say that this is the best floor plan. Unfortunately, if you want the best setup, you kind of got to put that bathroom in the rear. And you're kind of seeing that right now, right? This is a Mercedes Sprinter 170 wheelbase. You can get it on the 3500 platform, which I recommend. That way you have more gross vehicle weight rating for your payload, so you can go pretty crazy on the build. And yeah, just take it away. What do you want to start at?
I want to sit in here
Okay.
for hours and take a nap.
That's okay.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So yes, you guys know we've lived in our fifth wheel for 3 years. We've had a travel trailer. We've just recently rented a van, and this is the next step for us. We want to go smaller, but we want to have a space that still feels like home. And this particular van we saw on YouTube, and we just so happened to be in California for Justin's business, and so we had to make our way down. This one has a partition wall. This is a big deal for me. So you'll notice here that the front cab is separated. So you can open this up and have your driver space. You can remove these cushions and still climb through. Okay, easy, I'll show you. Take my shoes off, and you can climb right on through. If you need to get something from the back, you can. And this also has a space for 2 seat belts here. So you can have 2 more passengers. And this table swivels like so. I mean, you could be back here and literally travel like this in style, be working, have your seatbelt on, have your view out the window, pass a drink to the driver, to mom, to dad. This is beautiful. I love that there's a separation. Some people might not like this, but I really, really like this because if you're living in this full time, I'm not talking about just traveling, to national parks, but actually living in it, like Justin said, potentially traveling overseas, it's nice to feel like you have a home and you're not staring at a steering wheel. Yeah.
No, and I'm pretty sure, although I don't want to speak out of line, I'm pretty sure you could probably have that removed if you don't want it. Although the Happy Jack system, I just saw, is connected to that wall there, so you'd have to just reach out to Tanner. I put his information at the beginning of this video, so if you have any questions or if you're thinking about potentially building a van with them.
They do a lot of different custom builds. This just happens to be our favorite one. Yeah. The favorite style, design, layout that we like. But I love this door. I love this partition, and you can travel with it open too if you like, but there's just a little more privacy. Justin and I talk about just having conversations and the kids having their own space. This would be the ideal situation. And I love this table that swivels. It's so smooth and you can do so much with it. This here pulls out into a bed, so you can remove these cushions, and you can see here that you just pull this out, pop some legs in, and then you have another bed or sleeping area. If we built this, we would add a pop-up tent to the top just to have 3 separate sleeping areas, especially as the kids get older. But the cool thing I love about this van too is that your beautiful ceiling is the bottom of your bed.
Yes. You want to go and drop it down?
Yes. Ta-da! I can sit straight up in the bed. And there's still a sleeping area below, although I did put it all the way down, just so I could sit up. But you have access to these little racks with a charger for your phone if you need. And there's still a little ledge here, so you can put waters, books, other things. You could pop this window open for some more ventilation. And then this cool thing is
access to the roof, right?
Access to the roof. So you have this slide shade, and you could actually pop this up, and then voila, you are on the roof. And the roof is a full walkable roof.
Yeah, so you can walk on this solar here, which is really nice.
So nice.
But she's thinking about customizing and basically putting a tent up here for the kids, which I actually think is a great idea. And if you do want the tent, they do have tent systems now where you can put the solar on top and it will all work together. You, however, would probably lose this, and potentially you would have to do a undermount AC unit, so just keep that in mind. Now I did move the bed down just slightly, so let's just, for example, Hannah and I work from home. If we're both up here working, get some stuff done, and the kids can be down here still hanging out, see that? This does still work for 4 people, and just like Hannah said, you can actually set this area up for sleeping, or they will have that option for the tent as well, and that would have AC and heat, you know, for that too. But regardless of it, if we're traveling overseas potentially, we have to think about a lot of different things, right? So this does have a television and sound bar on this side. You want to kind of come talk about the kitchen, and then we'll walk back to the bathroom?
Sure.
So you guys can see with that bed up, Hannah's 5'2". She can walk underneath the bed. You might just have to duck just slightly, right? Just a little bit. I'm 6'1", so I would definitely have to duck every time. But back here, I have plenty of headroom. I can stand up without having to duck in the rear. And you want to go ahead and take away from this side for the kitchen?
Yeah, so you have your microwave, which you can switch out, I think, to get a convection oven, or
which we would do for sure.
Air fryer, something like that. You have storage up top with built-in lights, which is a nice feature even when it's closed. You have a beautiful window panel here, outlet with USB-C
and Type A.
And Type A. And then you have this huge rack up here. You can hang mugs or different things, or pots, pans. You can even hang a towel if you would like. Here's a little towel rack holder, paper towel holder, soap dispenser, as well as a water filter. Sink that comes out.
This has about 30 gallons of water too. And look at the countertop space there too.
Beautiful countertop space, has a concrete finish, which I love. Soft edge corners, so you're not going to snag anything. Even with the drawers, you notice in a tight space like this, you don't want the handles that would snag your clothes because it's just so tight. But there's plenty of storage space. You've got your induction cooktop here. I like that it's a pull out for easy storing. And then you've got deep drawers, all your cups, utensils, drying rack, bowls, plates, and then for your pots, pans, griddle, all of that fits down here. In the center, you can have trash can storage, and then just all your equipment
so
underneath.
Your heating, yeah, a little bit of water system for that too.
On this side, one of the things I like about this particular model is it has almost a full-size fridge for an RV type space. You have a small freezer up top, and plenty of storage. Then on this side, you have your wardrobe. And a cool feature with this one is they give you a laundry basket. More drawer space down below. Very sturdy drawers. These are not going to come open while you're traveling. One of my favorite features, again, this whole van is a favorite feature of mine, but the bathroom. Yes. Look how beautiful this is. So you just twist this down. It's on a magnetic lock. Close your shower door. You can undo your curtain, and voila, you can take yourself a nice shower.
Yes. So that way you can protect all of this back here. If you have towels down there, you don't get all that stuff wet. It's really nice. Absolutely,
positively beautiful back here. I mean, if you are parked somewhere out in the middle of nowhere with a view, you can just keep these doors open, and your bathroom looks just as beautiful as a custom home bathroom. This has a beautiful mirror, towel holder. This opens up, so you have like a medicine cabinet, some extra storage. This is removable for your shower, your soap, your shampoo, and then look how beautiful the sink is. More storage down below.
And this does have the infinity shower, so you can take a lot longer showers because it recycles the water too.
Another thing I like, in camper vans, you see in the shower that you're sitting on the toilet inside your shower and it's so cramped and there's no second sink. In camper vans, your brushing teeth sink and washing your dirty bathroom hand sink is the same as your washing dishes and washing your fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
That's a gross no-no. Here you have two sinks and you have your toilet right here. Pop this open and you have your toilet stowed away, which stores on the outside here.
Yeah, this is considered the garage.
Yeah,
right
so
here.
It's stored in the garage. Even though people swear that there's no smells from these particular type toilets, even if there is, it's stored away in your garage. You're not showering around it.
Yeah, and that's one thing I hate wet baths. And this is a functional bath that you can use. The toilet is out of the way. You're not having to sit down and shower.
Yes.
I'm not 80 years old right now. I want to be able to stand and shower still. So for me, I like the design of this. This is really well thought out. And I think that for the camper van life, if you do plan on living full time, the best floor plans I've seen so far is having the bathroom back here or on the opposite wall, which is on the passenger side. So yeah, for me personally, this one is definitely at the top of the list for sure. And it just makes sense on how they designed this. It's very functional, makes a lot of sense. And I know for some people, let's go back through real quickly. Like, I know the bed is going to be probably a big negative for some people because it does take away a lot of headspace, and you can do the bed out back. But I do like how much countertop space you have. Remember, this is not the extended version of this rig. So if you want to build this with the extended version, you can get even more either bathroom space or countertop space. That is a possibility with Sandy Vans. They can do a custom build for you, but for right now, they're only doing this concrete Oasis on this 170 wheelbase here.
And this can easily seat, I would say one person could sit there comfortably. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. You could sit 6 to 7 people in here.
Easily.
Very easily. And I mean, look at this table. I love the way it swivels. It's just done really well. I really, really, really like this fan. And if you're in the San Diego area, you can rent these vans from Sandy Vans. I think it's like a 2-night minimum. You can rent this van or any of their vans that they have available on their website. If we had more time, we would rent it, but we only have today. I just love it. It feels like home.
Now, really quickly, this is the beginning stages of the concrete Oasis. So you can see some of the battery power here, solar, some of your water. And then this is the rear, where the bathroom will pretty much end up at right here. Here's a quick peek on the outside. If you want to do customizations for like lifts, tires and wheels, winches, off-road bumpers, skid plates, all that is available to be done here too. So you can pretty much make this a one-stop shop. You like the light pods at the very top. They went with the amber color too. And I would venture to say too, when you are building your Mercedes Sprinter, be sure to option it with all the goodies like the LED headlights and tail lights. And I'm thinking about, if we do order our own van, I want to delete this parking brake and just do an electronic parking brake. That way we don't have this. The only negative thing about having a partition wall is there's no need to have the seat swivel, so you can take that off of your build if you are ordering your van. I also would probably do a custom seat up front because I want perforated seats, because in the hot sun and your back sweats, you understand why you want that. Now this one does have what looks to be like either a PPF or a matte wrap on it too. Here are the wheels. I'm not sure who the designer or builder of these are, but they look great. They have like that simulated B-lock look. BF Goodrich tires. And I see Fox shocks, so this is definitely lifted. You have your running boards. I probably do the power steps personally. I also recommend, if you're again ordering your Mercedes Sprinter, be sure to add the soft close function for the door. Highly recommend that because these are hard to close sometimes. Out back, you can see they have what looks to be an upgraded leaf pack here, Fox shocks there, and you have more storage solution in the rear. So if you want to get crazy, this is boost box, and yeah, you have just a little bit more storage, and it's probably something we would have to do too. And you have your spare tire, place to stand, and also that has your sonar for the rear. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out to Tanner. He can answer any questions you may have. We just like the overall styling of this. This makes sense. And as I said, if we are potentially going to be going overseas, we do want something that we can live in full time, so it needs to be self-contained. We need to be able to have enough water and not have to worry about filling up. We want all the solar possible because, again, we don't need to be plugging in or having to run the engine to keep the batteries charged. So yeah, this has a lot of solar options, so you can go up to like 1400 watts on this, and that way you can have endless power. So yeah, be sure to reach out to Tanner if you have any questions. See you guys soon.